Good morning from India. Oh my goodness, it is so cold. I cannot tell you. I know I have a ridiculous hat on and I've got pretty much every piece of clothing that I own on as well. I am at a temple complex about maybe 300 kilometers south of Amritsar in Punjab. I've been on a road trip with my awesome driver, Dilmeet, for a couple of days to explore the holy takats of Sikhism. And today hi mom, how you going? It's really cold. Um, to explore the five holy takats, three of which are in Punjab. So that's been exciting to get those done. As my first week away for the Unlikely Pilgrim, I'm starting with Sikhism. And I wanted to talk to you about some of the things that I have learned about Sikhism in the last week. So sometimes, it's hard to get in touch with people who are willing to talk to you about things. But luckily for me, I landed with the most awesome Airbnb family ever. And Amrit and his wife Harpreet have been just feeding me with information about Sikhism every single day. And I've been learning loads and loads and loads. So the one thing that I wanted to talk to you, g'day Tina, how you going? What I wanted to talk to you about today that I've learned about Sikhism is Seva. And I hope I pronounced that right. But Seva is the act of selfless service. And a lot of, or a vast majority of the Sikh community will participate in Seva, in selfless service. And to give you an example of that service, of which there's many things that you can do, but is the community kitchen, or what they call the Langar hall. So in any Sikh temple around the world, you can go in, no matter who you are or what religion you follow or where you come from, you can go in and you can get a free meal, basically. And it's not just for people who maybe can't afford to provide food for themselves, it's for everybody. So if you're in a Sikh temple, get yourself down to the Langar hall and they will feed you. So, for example, in the Golden Temple in Amritsar, the holy city for Sikhs, they have a massive Langar hall and they feed up to 100,000 people every single day. Every single day, all free meals. And I had the privilege of going there early on in my trip, and the second day I arrived, I went down to the Golden Temple to check it out, and Amrit insisted I go to the Langar hall. So I went in there and I had lentil dal and cauliflower curry and chapatis and this coconut rice milk for dessert, and it was delicious and it didn't give me jelly belly. And you go in and you grab your sorry, I'm trying not to smile because I'm getting a lot of attention because I'm like the only white girl in what feels like 500 kilometers, and there's like a crowd gathering to watch this unfold. Okay, so I've lost my train of thought. Yeah, so the Langar hall. So you go in and you grab your plate and you sit down on the ground, and they come and they serve you. And if you want seconds, you're more than welcome to have seconds as well. And then you take your plate downstairs, and there's teams and teams and teams of people doing the dishes. And I think about 100,000 dishes a day. So this is like a train of workers just doing all the dishes. So you don't have to pay anything. It's not for donation. You just go in, get your food, drop your plate, and it's all done. Oh, Lucy wants me to show the crowd, but I don't want to offend them. But these are the people that were just staring. So just. I think they've lost interest now because they probably think I'm crazy talking to myself. But that's okay. Yeah, so that's the Seva. So Amrit and his wife Harpreet participate in this Seva as well. So on Thursday, we cooked up a massive potato curry Hi, how you going, Badal? A massive potato curry, a massive lentil dal. They taught me how to make chapatis. They laughed their back off when my my chapatis weren't exactly round like the earth and more. They told me it looked like Pakistan, and they said, they said there's no point making chapatis that look like Pakistan. Um, but I tried, and they were getting round by the end. Hi, Delmeet. I'm just doing my Facebook Live, and I'll meet you soon. My driver's just checked in to see what I'm up to. I slept well. um, yeah, so this service is Seva. So we cooked all of this food. We took it down to the temple. We served the people there. Maybe we made enough for about maybe 100 people. We served the people. We sat and ate with the people, and then we did the dishes, and it was great fun. And I didn't even like doing the dishes. But when you sat in a stool with 8 other people and you're just passing them down, and somebody's on wash and somebody's on rinse and someone's on double rinse, and also, so it was really, really, really great fun. And, that's one of the ways that they do Sewa. But I want to talk to you more about the free food. And you can tell that I am an eater because Delmeet and I drove maybe 500 kilometres yesterday. We went from Amritsar to Muxtar to a temple that I wanted to see, and then we went to a temple about another 100 and something kilometres away, which houses one of the other holy takats, which is a seat of authority in Sikhism. And then we drove another 100, 200 to the third temple that has one of the other holy takats, the fifth holy takat, which is where I am now. And along the way, especially between Amritsar and Muxtar, they have food stops. So if you think about street food, so like little small portions of pakora or creamed rice or biscuits, like curry biscuits, that was really interesting, tea, coffee, everything, you name it, right? But what it is, you're on the highway and they basically flag you down and you don't even come off the highway. You just come to a standstill on the highway and they give you free food. They don't expect donations. They don't want donations, and everybody wants to give you free food. And that's just what they want to do. That's part of the Sikh culture. That's part of their service, the selfless service. And it's freezing cold, and some of the places we are in the middle of nowhere, and they're actually disappointed if you don't take their food. Like, I'm talking like maybe 20, 30 of these stalls that we passed on our trip yesterday, and we stopped at lots of them. But some of them, we just had to put our hands together and pray and say, oh, thank you, but no thank you, I've already have some. And they seem disappointed. And when they are giving you the food, they're genuinely excited that you've taken the food, and it's amazing and it's delicious. And I've got a sensitive tummy, and I have eaten on the street, I have eaten in the temples, I have eaten in these little food stops and these on the road, and I've not got an ounce of jelly belly, and it's all been delicious, and it's made with love. And I know that sounds a little bit corny, but all of these people, these Sikhs, are just out there wanting to serve others, just wanting to offer their love and kindness to the world. And it's not, if you're a Sikh, come in here and get some food, or stop here if you're a Sikh. It's if you are anyone, even if you're not hungry, stop here. We want to feed you. And I thought that my Nana and the Peterson clan were feeders, but I tell you what, guys, we have got nothing on the Sikh community. And it was reminded me of this, underlying human kindness that is the thread of not only humanity, but all of the religions that I'm beginning to explore. And, Amrit, my host in Amritsar, is an absolute legend. Like, I've had some really frank and profound conversations with him, and not everybody, wants to talk to me for hours on end about religion. But Amrit does, and he has just given me so many really useful insights about life, and his opinion or his perspective sometimes might come across really matter of fact and final or finite, but it's more because he just thinks that life should just be more simple. Like, you just be kind to each other. And he says that religion can be ritual, and religion can be tradition, and religion can be faith, but what we need is we just need to have kindness in our attitudes, and kindness in our behaviors, and kindness at the root of our character. And I just think that's absolutely spot on. And he's certainly shown that to me and taken me under his wing, as his daughter. He's very disappointed that I've made it to 33 and not yet been married, of course, which he's even more disappointed with my ex-boyfriend for allowing 8 years to pass and not getting that job done, which was a hilarious conversation that we had yesterday, which led to his suggestion that I just get my profile up on a matrimonial site and find myself a good Indian boy, very loyal, and with your skin tone, you'll be flocked with offers in no time. But I told him I'd just put that on the back burner for for a while, and if I yeah, exactly, swipe right. But that's a whole other story. It's just shows he's just a kind man and just wants everybody to be happy, and he's definitely and his wife and his mother and his auntie, Masiji, have just, welcomed me with open arms. And I'm so excited and so looking forward to developing my knowledge on Sikhism and understanding, the Sikh community more and their beliefs and, how they lead their lives, because this taster that I've had in Amritsar on my first week away has just been incredible, and I'm so pleased, even though I'm freezing my backside off, that I started my trip in India, because I just know that I'm going to be here a few times throughout the journey, and it was really nice to start here. It was really nice to meet everybody, and that's just what I wanted to talk to you about, just a bit of an insight on what I've been learning about Sikhism. I'm going to go meet my driver, Delmeet, on the other side of those trees. Hello, how are you? I've just got a little friend here that's come to say hello. So have a wonderful, wonderful morning. I'm just going to take my gloves so I can actually press the off button. I don't know why they don't make a screen that survives through gloves. But have a wonderful, wonderful time, and see you later from India. Bye.